Based on the characteristics of the story, which kind of Asian do you think he is?
Oh, he's Asian?
Chinese?
Yeah.
Gambling Chinese?
Yeah, he's Chinese.
Chinese gambler, man.
He's Chinese in China. Yeah. There's a 4-year-old girl. She gets kidnapped for ransom. Okay, it's not good. The kidnapper tells her mother that she's got to pay $70,000 within 3 days to get the girl back.
Oh shit.
Turns out the mom finds out who the kidnapper is.
It's family.
It's the girl.
It's family.
That amount of money is too specific.
The kidnapper is her own dad.
Knew it.
He kidnapped the granddaughter. She finds out who it is, but he still says you still gotta pay.
I don't care if you know who I...
To get her back, or I kill her.
So she didn't recognize her own father's name, like...
She did. That's why she found out who he was.
Oh, she's like, "Hi, Dad." Yeah. So it's
I'm not your dad. I don't even know who that is.
I ate him.
I'm not your dad, honey.
Yeah. So it turns out that this grandfather is a gambling addict.
Oh.
And in order to get this money, he kidnapped his own granddaughter to try to get the money from the mom. But then the mom just calls the cops arrest the guy, and it's over with. But
do you think he tried to ask nicely first? And he goes, "I just need one more." He goes, "You do this too many times, Dad." Fine. And he goes, "We have your daughter." Dad, I know it's you, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Calls back 15 minutes later.
Based on the characteristics of the story, which kind of Asian do you think he is?
Oh, he's Asian?
Chinese?
Yeah.
Gambling ass Chinese?
Yeah.
Chinese, dude.
Yeah, he's Chinese.
Chinese gambler, man.
He's Chinese in China. Yeah.
You know my
he went to Macau.
My ex-girlfriend in high school, her mom was the gambling addict and gambled away like 2 houses. And also her older brother's college fund.
Oh my God.
And she couldn't stop.
Was she ever up?
Doesn't seem like it.
I don't think so.
She was up 2 houses at a college fund at one point.
And it was like she's always like has to keep this like whole picture of lies up. So she doesn't even know what her relationship with her mom really is, because everything's so like money and numbers based. So like, oh yeah, don't worry, I got you. It's like and then they'll be like, oh, but can I get like I'll take you out to eat. And then later she's like, it's because she like will give a little bit, so that later she's like, oh, can I get 1,000 actually? And it's just always like the whole relationship is like a manipulation, you know? So she's just like, wait, is my mom being genuine right now, or she just needs money? So everything feels like what's the word, like ingenuine.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Disgenuine.
Well, it's crazy because a lot of Asians have like a history of gambling.
Yeah, they'll be so cheap on everything, right? Save here,
yeah.
Fucking get the cheapest thing there, and then when they walk into a casino, they can't control any of that shit.
And what's crazy is like the mom will know it. So the final house that they got, she was like, just put it under just the dad's name. Just put it under dad's name.
Ooh.
She knows that like if it's under her
What's the
name,
dad doing during this whole time?
They're all in the casino business. They're all like,
dude. But can we talk about this though that no one really talks about?
What?
When you win big. What a fucking feel. It's almost worth all the other bullshit. It's almost worth it.
It's a ride.
That's why I don't gamble, because I know if I hit that jackpot, it's just like, it's in my DNA.
Yeah.
So you've never gambled?
I've gambled a little bit, but I just know like the amount of money I win that's like $5 or $6.
Yeah.
What do you play?
Last time you guys taught me how to play craps. Anthony taught me how to play craps.
Craps in a group though.
It's so fucking
nothing.
You know, I don't want to brag, but I won $37.
I lost $300 in like 5 minutes.
But with that $37, I felt like I was a man on the mission, dude. I just felt like a big shot.
Do your mom or dad have gambling tendencies at all?
No.
Doesn't have in your family?
So it's not really in the DNA.
Well, my Chinese DNA, maybe.
I watched you lose $135.
Yeah.
On our Super Bowl bet.
Yeah. That was heartbreaking. I was pissed.
Have you seen how like Morongo or Paula, they like have free transportation to the casino from wherever you are, just to get you there? Because there's a lot of old Asian people that can't drive themselves.
Yeah.
So they like set up these like pickup things that put you on a bus and like bring you all the way.
They even got
once you're
buses
there,
over
you're
here
stuck.
that'll take you to Vegas.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Yeah, like those services where it's like, yeah, just come, we'll take care of everything.
Damn.
My grandma's obsessed with Barona.
What's that?
Barona.
Casino, yeah, it's in San Diego.
Shit.
She's obsessed. She loves to play the Wizard of Oz slot machine.
But she's
Like-
not like massively down, right?
I mean, I don't really know.
Because you know, some old people just like playing, but they're not even trying to like spend that much anyway. They
Yeah, I
just,
like to think it's that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't.
We really don't know if they're going into their savings and all that either, because they're so addicted and bored.
pensions.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I have my grandpa who lost like a apartment and like 2 homes.
2 homes.
Yeah, he came from a wealthy family that he inherited. He was the firstborn son, and then my grandma came from a wealthy family too. But then I think my mom told me like the last stretch was when they lost the house that they were living in is when my grandma left him, and then that's when her dad, my great grandpa, built her a separate house on their like several acre lot, and then they lived there. And then my mom didn't really see her dad anymore after that.
Jesus.
Yeah. But because of that, I'm like, ooh, there's that gambling gene in my, and that's probably why I like doing big things like, you know,
I had a
exciting moves.
I had a buddy who had to support his mom's gambling addiction. It was pretty sad because he
went to support it.
He had to because like she was like massively addicted, and then he would use a lot of his money to like fill the gaps of things that she wouldn't be able to pay for from gambling.
Oh shit.
Like for her living. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's literally like almost like a drug addiction.
It is.
Like
but the thing is, there's no substance abuse.
That's the crazy part. But she'll like the type of stories that my ex-girlfriend's mom would fabricate of like why she has to stay at work later, coming home later. Like, it just sounds like meth head behavior. You know, like why she needs to borrow money, why all of a sudden she has this car, or why now she has to sell the car. It's just like this constant just stories. And it's almost like, dude, are you on drugs? But she's just addicted to fucking gambling.
They're dopamine fiends, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy.
It is a rush though.
100%.
It's a sick rush.
It
am
is
I
a
right?
fucking rush.
When it hits, bro.
Yes, sir.
That ding, 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 ding. Oh,
The lights, they know what they're doing, bro.
I've never had that happen before. I've never. Well, okay.
I think the worst thing that can happen to you gambling is winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it just depends on your own method of risk taking, though.
Or chasing losses, right? They
Yes.
Chasing losses.
Chasing losses.
Chasing
Dude,
losses.
I remember being in a casino and my girlfriend was like had like rich parents and shit, and I saw him in the high roller part of the slots, and he liked to play high roller, and he would play hard. He would like play like he'd put like 30 grand down and shit. And I remember just walking up to a machine, and I was like, that one. I walked up, I put in $100, which was like huge for me back then. Put $100. And then it turned into $1,200, and I just hit the print thing so fast because I was like, "That's my rent." I'm like, "I'm out of here, bitch. I'm out."
Yeah.
But I was like, "This is what I'm willing to bet while I'm in Vegas. I might as well just take a shot on one of the bigger ones." Cause I'm seeing this cat. I'm like standing behind him for like 35 minutes. I'm just watching him. Like he'll win like $5 grand, $2 grand, $1 grand, $500, and then lose the same amount like on the downswing.
If I were you, I would have walked over to the roulette table and put it on black.
See, I just walked right to the cashier and I got paid.
1200, boom, on black. 24, and then what?
Or
lose
zero.
it all.
Or fucking double green or whatever the zero.
Didn't Michael Jordan have a massive gambling addiction too?
Yeah, I think he still does.
Yeah, right?
Is he up or down?
Well, you think about like one of the best winners of all time, right? And like for him to get addicted to gambling, it's like, oh, it's purely in that dopamine hit. It's purely in that rush of just waiting to see if you could make that.
I think it's meant for people who like fighting against odds, like being that special, like knowing that I am in a statistical disadvantage, but like I want to be a part of that 10%. And then so highly competitive people can be addicted, and if you have no skills to have an outlet like Michael Jordan or whatever, then you kind of fall into that. Like I'm sure X's mom, like if she had other methods of expressing that risk, I think it would be.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys remember?
Yeah.
You remember the Jordan doc, The Last Dance? We all like that.
so good.
So the director, he was saying that he was hanging with Jordan a lot, right? And he said that Jordan, when they got into a car to just go to a place where they were going to film something, Jordan's like, all right, let's do a bet right now, you and me. He's like, the over-under on how many pairs of Jordans we see on the street on the way there.
Yeah.
And like that's how the guy is dialed into like, let's bet.
Like shoes, like, oh, I see Jordan. Like they're playing slug bug, but putting money on
Exactly, but putting money on it to see his own product.
Yeah, constantly competing.
Constantly competing. So interesting.
Yeah, you'd be rolling dice with the security guy at the fucking stadiums, you know what I mean?
it. But I think that's what makes a winner, though. Like you gotta be obsessed about winning.
Competitive, yeah.
That also makes a loser sometimes, though, right?
It can.
Depends on what you value.
You gotta lose to win, though, baby. You gotta learn how to.
I seen people with gambling problems too that like they're like stealing from their like significant others. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
literally taking petty cash and change, or like finding money and just grabbing it so they can go out late at night, not come home for like 2-3 days.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law did that to me and Nikki. He like raided our coin jar, and he was like addicted to drugs at the time. Thankfully, he's in rehab and everything now.
Dude.
But yeah, he was like, you know, and I knew. I was like around enough kids in San Diego who did drugs. I was like, this guy's fucking high. And I think that the family was just so, like they loved the guy so much, and like they didn't want to think he was doing bad things. But it was like pretty obvious to me and Nikki that he was doing drugs. But then like the parents were like, nah, like there's no way he wouldn't do it and all that kind of shit. But yeah, he raided our coin jar just completely. Him and his friend came in, took every quarter, dime, nickel we had.
And they didn't think no one would find out.
Bailed, yeah, exactly. And we knew our coin jar was raided because we did laundry with that shit.
And it's like, how come it's nothing but pennies and nickels left?
Nothing was left.
Oh, nothing?
Like
not even smart about it.
Dude, like the safety pin was left or whatever was in there, yeah. So,
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But when it hits, baby. It's so good.
Keep trying.
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams.